Hello Nikki, hello Transport Evolved. I don't know if you can hear that sound, but it's just started hailing. Wow! The reason I said valet mode for the over-the-air update for the Model S is literally because lots of people want it. I don't know if it's something I would use if I had a Model S. I think if I had a Model S, I would be very hard-pressed to hand it over to someone else, even if they were a valet and there was a valet mode. Not sure I'd do that. The cruise control with energy, I saw it very much working like current cruise control works, where if you want to override it, you can, and there'd be a little toggle so you could knock it up and knock it down in set increments. So I don't think that would be a problem if you came across a very big hill. And I've just figured it out for you. You want to live in the Jetsons world. You want to be coming home and have the meal ready for you, prepared by your sentient oven because it knew you were on your way home. And maybe that's a possibility soon. And higher fuel tax in the UK. Do you really want to be the person to propose higher fuel tax in the UK? There will be riots, Nikki, absolute riots in the street. Although it might make people convert to electric more. So, selling EVs based upon their worst achievable range, I'm not so sure I agree with you. Mainly, it has a couple of issues. Firstly, you'd have to decide how you figure out what the worst range is, which means you're going to have a test cycle that does that. And then we're back into the whole issue with test cycles and what's real and what's not, and is it a good test cycle? So you don't actually get away from that test cycle problem. You're just creating a more extreme test cycle. Then add that to the fact that people already think EVs don't have enough range, and you're suggesting to make that proposed range even smaller. I think it's just going to put people off. People will use it if we switch to that system now to say these newer cars can't even go as far as the old cars could. Regardless of how many times you showed them the facts that the test cycle has changed, it doesn't matter. The number, the headline number will have changed, and that will be a problem. And really, the most sensible way of doing it is an average fuel consumption based upon a test cycle. But what that test cycle should be is the ultimate question. I think we're trying to cure a symptom rather than the cause, and that's why we're getting slightly confused. But as a few people have pointed out, maybe what we need is a little table that says these type of conditions, these type of conditions, and these type of conditions, it will go this far, and this far. In the same way that certain trucks on the motorway have little symbols on the back that says it will go 70 on the motorway, it will go 60 on a dual carriageway, and it will go 55 when it's raining regardless. Maybe something like that would work for EVs and range. What did I want to talk to you about? Well, it's interesting. I've been thinking, and I've seen a few cases recently where people driving cars like the i3 have been plugging into rapid AC chargers because they can get a charge from that charging station, just not a rapid one. They'll get a 3 kilowatt or a 7 kilowatt one. I can't remember offhand what the onboard charger on the i3 is, but they won't be getting a rapid charge. And should they be allowed to do that? Is it right for them to do that or not? So there's the argument that if they need a charge, they should be able to get it, but there's also the argument that they are using a high-powered resource for something that is ostensibly low-powered. So where do you stand? Should they be able to do it? Should they not be able to do it? Should they do it under certain circumstances? I'd be very interested to hear what you think, because it's a part of EV etiquette we've not really encountered until now. So yeah, going to be an interesting one. I shall see you tomorrow, Nikki. Enjoy your trip, and I shall see Transport Evolved when I see you all. Goodbye.